Or, I guess, future welcome to those of you that will come in here, because no one's in here yet. I'm late like always. I am probably gonna update my, banner to say 4:30 for these streams instead of 4, because I can never manage to actually stream at 4. It's always 4:30. Which, whatever, close enough, right? Especially with these guys. Today I don't have my laptop with me. I mean, it's in there. I could grab it if I really needed to, but I feel like usually I don't need it. It's nice to have at the very beginning, like right now, but other than that, I usually don't end up using the questions that much or really going through the questions that much. I usually end up chatting with chat more so than anything, so I guess I'm kind of just chilling, waiting for people to come in, or beings to come in. I guess I could chat about my day. My day was boring is the problem. I didn't really have anything crazy happen. Just boring old day at work, you know? Nothing crazy. That's for sure. Hi to whoever just came in. Hope you're having a good day. Well, let's see. I feel like I have some of those would you rathers off the top of my head, so maybe I'll just go through the few. I feel like I remember reading the list. A lot of them were food related. Okay, actually, one of the best would you rathers that I've ever heard is, actually, no, it's not a would you rather. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's like one of the hardest food questions that I've ever heard. Because it's debatable, right? When you think about it, what is a sandwich? Pizza? What about pizza? Pizza's not a sandwich. It has bread, and it has meat, and it has cheese. It has all the same fillings, essentially, as a sandwich. But it's like, I don't know, what is it? What makes it the sandwich? The closing part? Yes, it is! You're gonna die on this hill. Hi, Gonzalez! Sandwich pizza. Is that you know what? That might be a thing. I feel like you're like, yeah. I mean, hey, it's arguable, like I was saying, you know, when you think of what a sandwich has, it has all the same stuff that pizza does. So realistically, where's the line that makes it no longer be a sandwich? Like, at what point does something stop being a sandwich? I don't know. Your answer there is as good as mine, because who knows? Hi, Jim! Oh yeah, and I usually try to mention the way that I do moderators at the beginning of these streams. So if you want to be a mod, it's usually not something that I do at the very beginning. It's usually something that's done at the very end of the stream, like the last 30 or so seconds of the stream. I'll usually add some people as mods then. It's usually just people that are chill, or beings that are chill, you know, if you're not trolling, not being crazy, not saying inappropriate stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Basically, just be normal. Whatever that is to you. Just don't be crazy in here and we're good. Am I Christian? I'm not, honestly. That doesn't mean that I disrespect Christians. I respect all religions. If you're a Christian, I wish all the best for you, but personally, that's just not my cup of tea, I suppose, is a good way to put it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, the boys. Hi, Change TV. Oh, thank you, Poet. I appreciate it. My hair's a little messy right now. Probably should brush through it again, but hey, it likes to be frizzy. Were you on live yesterday? Yes, I was. I usually try to do it on Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays are usually the days that I'll try to go live. So, thank you for second though. I love that. Yeah, no, most definitely. I think that it's cool that everyone has different beliefs. I mean, just imagine how boring. I don't know. I feel like that's something I always got told as a kid, and it's still true. Like, imagine how boring the world would be if everyone was the same. If everyone had the same religion, if everyone thought the same thing. Imagine everyone had like the same favorite color and the same favorite kind of food. It would be so boring. What are your thoughts about furries in general? They're chill, honestly. I'm not a furry myself. I used to have a pretty good friend who was a furry. He was actually a neurosurgeon and a furry, which is an interesting combination of things there. But hey, I get, actually that's the case for a lot of like California furries, at least. A lot of them are very wealthy. Fun fact, Elon Musk knows some furries and hangs out with them. I'm just saying that because the furry that I knew furries who also hung out with Elon Musk. So, there's your fun fact for the day. But yeah, no, furries are chill. I've been to a furry convention before, which was actually really fun. It's really cool to see everyone's outfits at fur cons. I've only been to one. I've only had the opportunity to go to one. But, dude, okay, the coolest one I saw, it was years ago and I still remember it. This person was in a, like, metal zebra suit, and they had, like, metal horse hooves. Like, it was that... They must have put, like, at least a couple $1,000s into their outfit. It was nuts. It was cool, though. Where'd you get your necklace? This one? I've had this for, like, a couple years. I have a hard time remembering at this point, to be honest with you. Probably, like... I like to get some of them from Claire's or Hot Topic. Spencer's has chokers sometimes, too. So, like, those would be the main places I would look, honestly. If you want, like... a higher quality one, I'd probably search online. Usually if you look up companies online, you can find like a reasonably higher quality one. Sorry, Granny Pants, I'm not. I'm fine if you like Jesus though. I'm just not a Christian personally. Not my cup of tea. Oh, greetings from Venezuela? That's cool. Can you show me how to bark? I wish. I don't really know how to bark, I'm sorry. I recognize you, I think. Lungile, right? Am I saying that wrong? You've been in here before, I feel like. I recognize you. Oh yeah, you can get a shout out. Your name is... Oh, very funny, Lunar. You're hilarious. See, this is why I mentioned mods earlier, because I definitely need to add more mods. I've added some, but it's just hard because you can't expect a mod to be in every single stream. That's why it's good to have, like, a large amount. Yes, see, I recognized you. I'm actually gonna mod you because you've been really chill and I recognize you. Don't feel pressured to do anything, but if you happen to see someone, you know, doing anything crazy, cursing, anything like that, feel free to deal with it if you want. Oh, thank you, Sacha. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Local Vex. You're sweet. Thank you. Aw, thank you. Is it Natalia? Oh, you like my necklace? Thank you. I appreciate it. In Venezuela? I've never been to Venezuela before. Oh, my hobby. Let's see. I guess I probably have a couple. Like, I like to read. I like to write. I really love listening to music. I like hanging out with my dog. I don't really know if you can call that a hobby. I like taking her on walks. I guess that's not really a hobby. But, like, I suppose reading and writing and music, all that fun stuff could be considered a hobby. Mackenzie, yeah, I can, most definitely. I'll try my best to make sure to call you Mackenzie from now on. Of music, me too, honestly. Now, there's, like, not much music that I don't like. I feel like I'm not a big fan of country, but even then, like, if it's older country, like, if it's, like, Johnny Cash, like, I feel like, you know, he's a good musician. I don't go out of my way to listen to him, but he's a country musician, and I acknowledge that he's good. You know, it's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, hi, Mindy Muscheller. I assume that's how you say your last name. Oh, hi, I would say your name, but I'm not... Is it Eliomar? There we go. Do you like Taylor Swift? Honestly, no, I'm not, like, a huge Taylor Swift fan, but I don't really dislike her either. You're sweet, Long Isle. Thank you. But, yeah, no, Taylor Swift seems chill. I don't know. I don't really know much about her. I know that she has a cat that she likes. I think she's taken pictures of her cat, like professional pictures of her cat, which is pretty cool. If I had extra necklaces to give, Natalia, I would. I wish I did. What's your favorite singer? Probably just... Whoa. Okay, J-Lub. I'm gonna have to say bye-bye. See, that's what I mean about respecting all religions and all beliefs. No one's evil because they're pagan or witchy. Like, pagan people are usually really peaceful. If you actually meet a pagan in real life or a witch in real life, they're usually really calm, chill dudes or girls or they thems or what have you. You know, they're not bad or evil or, you know, anything like that. Thank you, Araheta? Arheta. Is the J silent like a... I can't tell. Not sure on that one. Can you sing happy birthday to me, please? Happy birthday! I'm not the best singer, but happy birthday, Thomas. Hope you have a good birthday. Thank you, Stars. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Like, who's Jesse Murph? Who's that? Is that like a singer? Because I know we were talking about music like a few seconds ago. Oh, how do you go live? I have 50... I don't remember exactly what the sub limit is for going live. Is it 50? I would look it up online, like Google it, honestly, to see what the sub limit is, because it might be over 50, unfortunately, or maybe it's not. I don't really remember off the top of my head. Hi, I think... Is that supposed to be Saturn? Hi, Saturn. Bye, Mackenzie. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, thank you, Julio. Hi, Addie. Can you get inside? Yeah, of course I can, silly. I'm sitting outside. It's a nice day. Age, it's in my description. But I'm 26. I don't know why everyone asks me my age on these things. It's interesting. I feel like lying and just saying I'm like 67 or something. Just to see if any of you call me on it. But I'm going to look it up. Oh yeah, no, for sure. My name is Hawaii. If I were like you and I really miss... What? I'm very confused. Okay, interesting. You smoke cigarettes? No, I don't smoke cigarettes, honestly. I did when I was a teenager. Definitely is not a smart thing, right? Not the best for your health, but hey, teenagers don't really always think about that, I suppose. Well, some do, but I definitely wasn't one that did, so there's that. Hi, Eliel. Thank you, Aiden. Oh, Aiden plus Anna. I assume that's like a joint account. In Canada, nah. I'm in Oregon, though, so you're reasonably close. I'm kind of in northern U.S. Do you know Sri Lanka? I know Sri Lanka is a country. I don't really know much about Sri Lanka as a country. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Maria. Yeah, I do an ombre thing with my bangs. It's just really faded. I need to redo it. I keep putting it off. I've needed to do it for like a couple weeks, and I'm just procrastinating. Thank you. I like heavy metal like Metallica. That's cool, Stars. Bye, Addie. Thank you for stopping by. Where do you live? I live in Oregon. I don't really give like specifics, but I'll give you the state at least. I live in Oregon in the U.S. Anthony, what do you mean you'll be there in a few... Do you mean like you'll be back in the stream in a few minutes? If so, we'll see you then. My name is Kendallin. That's kind of a really cool name. I like that. Kendallin, and it's spelled differently too. I haven't seen that before. It's 50... Wow. Huh. Well, usually what I do is I hit the plus. You know, when you open YouTube, you hit the plus, and then it has the options at the bottom, you know, like if you want to make a short or... what have you. It also has the live option down at the bottom. So you just hit the plus and then you kind of scroll at the very bottom to the live. And it should be right there. If it's not, then I'm not sure what's happening, because that's the way it works on my phone at least. Some of you are wild, I swear. I also listen to Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil is cool. I actually was just listening to them earlier today, which is funny. Like your t-shirt. Thank you. It's a Karami shirt. In West Virginia. That's cool. I've never been to West Virginia. It just keeps saying keep trying. That's odd. I wonder... Well, no, because if you're in here, your internet connection isn't bad. Am I married? No, I'm not married. I have a boyfriend, but I'm not married. Hi, 1D4 life. Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Vikifer. I don't know why that one stumped me. I feel like I've read harder ones than that today. My ethnicity, I'm just white, honestly. I'm like Italian and German and Irish and Scottish and just a mixture of different white things. Hi, Jade. Thank you for stopping by. Hi from Utah. That's cool. Utah seems like an interesting place. I've never been out that way. I've only really ever been like up and down the West Coast, basically. Okay, well, I've been to Georgia once, and then I've been to Arkansas when I was like 4, so I barely remember anything about Arkansas. You have any data scientists around your area? I don't think so. I'm not even sure what a data scientist does. I mean, I assume if we did have them in Oregon, usually, if there's like a noteworthy position like that, I feel like it's usually in Portland. So, if we do, it'd be in Portland. That's my answer. Oh, you thought Rush? Thank you. I appreciate it. So from Kentucky? Yeah, I've never been to Kentucky either. Seems like a pretty place, though, at least. Do you drink Prime? I'm so confused. Is that like an energy drink or something? Hi, Eddie. You're a data scientist? That's cool. Can you I got a dog, and that's enough for me. I think a toddler would be too much for me. Your hair is cute. Thank you, Mohammed. Hi, Funk. You're in Arkansas. That's cool. The main thing that I liked from Arkansas was, well, keep in mind I was 4, so I guess there's not really much that a 4-year-old can experience, but I like the glow bugs. You know, the glow bugs, like the little glow butts? Because we don't have those on the West Coast, at least not that I'm aware of. Maybe there's like some weird spot on the West Coast where you can find them, but no, I've never seen any anywhere out here. So when I went there to Arkansas and I saw glow bugs the first time, my mind was blown. All I wanted to do was chase them outside. Lucas, you're funny. Also, hi from Kentucky. That's sweet. Hi, Stars. Oh, that's cool, Keith. That's awesome. That's definitely an accomplishment, too. 100 plus. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. The internet can be whatever I want. I guess that's true, huh? I'm trying not to be a cynic, and I'm trying to take you at face value, but I guess I do have to keep in mind that a lot of y'all like to lie and say that you are things when you're not. Like, you know, fake doctors, fake lawyers, etc. Lucas, you gotta calm down. I'm gonna give you a warning, and then I'm probably gonna ban you. That's too far. Could you please ask Eddie, the data scientist, to tell us where he is? See, the thing about that is he just admitted that he likes to lie, so he could tell us he's anywhere, and we can't really... He's also not a data scientist, I don't believe, like he kind of just admitted. Sorry, Lucas, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's a little too far. I love your hair. Thank you, Scarletta, I appreciate it. Doug! Hi, Brian. I'm a bum who still lives with my parents at 25. Help pay bills. Well, no, you're not a bum then. If you help to pay the bills, then that is absolutely not a bum. Bums are people who don't help at all. You know, you're not a bum. Yeah, you can see my nails. My camera's a little blurry when I get too close. I almost have to, like, keep them far away, which is annoying. I wish I could get it to focus. Sometimes it will if I mess with it long enough, but I'm just not willing to. You can kind of see them, though, from afar. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. The song is Seek and Destroy. I haven't really listened to a lot of Metallica. That's cool, though, honestly. I definitely appreciate them as a band, because I know I listen to a lot of more, like, modern metal bands that probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for bands like Metallica, so... Yeah. If I desired cash, I'd pretend to be a fortune teller with my cold reading skills. That's smart, honestly. That's too funny. Is that a bee? Yeah, it's a little bee on there. If you think you sodium biscuits, that's a funny name. But yeah, Yeah, sometimes they can be a pain to work with. It kind of does just depend. I guess I feel like I've gotten reasonably used to it. But for the most part, yeah, I'm reasonably used to it. You love Green Day? That's awesome. Said hi 1D4 Life. You got to go? Oh no, that's fine. Thank you for stopping by though and saying hi. Thank you, Mira. Hi, Mr. Miro. Ozzy Osbourne is in Blacks. Yeah, see, I've heard that he created heavy metal, honestly. I've definitely heard that before. And so, yeah, I'm definitely thankful to, you know, like, I don't listen to a lot of Black Sabbath or anything myself, but again, I'm still very appreciative of them. I'm gonna switch hands. Sorry for the shaking, but I'm switching hands. I definitely still appreciate them, though, because, again, without them, I'm sure a lot of the music that I listen to would not be a thing. So, yeah. What country are you in? I'm in the U.S. What would be beautiful for you to achieve this week? See, now that's a good question. Maybe we should all ask ourselves that. What is one thing that we all want to achieve this next week, this coming up week? I want to bleach my roots. I want this to go bye-bye. That's what I want to do. And that's my thing. That's pretty simple, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta aim simple. If I can get that done, I'm satisfied. What's the highest number of people you've had in your life? Like friends? Like the highest number of friends I've had at once? I'm kind of not a very social person all the time. So probably not that many. I don't know, like an exact number. It'll be beautiful instead to break the emotional loop, spring healing. Aw, that's really sweet actually. I like that. Hi, Bobby. I like that your username is just I'm Bobby. That's awesome. Hi, PX. Hey, Emily. Oh, my chat is all frozen. There we go. Gotta go. Bye, stars. Thank you for stopping by. I have a question. What do you want to be viral in live stream shorts or long form? That's an interesting question, honestly. Probably long form. Like, honestly, or maybe both live stream and long form, but like at the same time I don't really feel like I need to be viral. Like just having enough people to like bounce your ideas off of and talk with and converse with, that's really the main thing that I want. There are some YouTubers who have like a lot of subs, but they don't have a lot of interaction with their fan base, like, or they won't get a lot of views on their videos. Like they can have 1 million subscribers, but then they put out a video and it gets like 20k views. It's like, I would rather have way less subs, but actually have subs that want to interact with my content and want to talk and want to, you know? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Cool, I have a Mullinger? I have 16 friends. That's cool, Emily. That's awesome. Interaction doesn't do money. Well, yeah, I get that, but to be fair, I didn't really say this was my job, so, yeah. But I definitely get what you're saying on that one. I think my dream job is to be an author. I love to write. I love to write poetry, short stories. I'm trying to work on getting better at writing longer novels, but, of course, that's kind of a challenge. In person, thank you, Nox Miles. Do you have a nickname? Honestly, just on here, I go by Azriel. Or some people have been calling me Alter, or Being's been calling me Alter. I don't mind that either. You can, either one, in all honesty. I'll probably understand that you're talking about me, so we'll be good. Listen to Vibratory. They're a heavy metal band that is now on another level, literally. I'll have to, honestly. I'll definitely look them up after this. If I had my laptop next to me, I'd probably just look them up right now. Azriel's your sister's name? That's cool, honestly. That's really cool. Yeah, my, I kind of learned that Azriel is like, what is it, like the angel of death? Or whatever. It was really funny. I had this funny interaction at work where someone heard that my name was Azriel, and my poor little innocent coworker, she's like, oh, I think that's an angel. And then she looks on her phone, right? And she's looking up on her phone to see what angel it is. And then she gets this, like, worried, kind of concerned look on her face, and just looks up at me, and she's like, it's the angel of death. Like, That's just the main thing I think about when I think of my name. Thought it was funny. Lilith and Azriel. Those are both cool names right there. Color doesn't itch your neck. Honestly, this one doesn't. It's the main reason that I like wearing this one, because it doesn't have like an itchy back. Some of them do. That's honestly why I recommend to get like, don't go and get like super cheap collars, because usually they'll look cute, but it's gonna be the inside that's gonna drive your skin insane, because it's gonna scratch. And yeah. Do you vape nicotine? No, thankfully not. Like I mentioned earlier in stream, I used to smoke cigarettes when I was a teenager, but that was years ago. I don't smoke nicotine anymore, thankfully, of any kind. I have Flip and you make money no matter what? What is Flip? I'm confused here. Oh, hey, Chaos Moss! It's nice to see ya. Hey. Honestly, that's the thing. I wish I could remember exactly where I got this from. It was either Claire's, Hot Topic, or Spencer's, because I feel like I oftentimes go to those three places. It was probably one of those three places. I've had this one for a couple years, so I can't exactly remember, but it was one of those places. So there's that. Bye, Chaos Moss. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Are you a Therian, Pawstar? I'm not a Therian. I am an otherkin. I still put like Therian hashtags in a lot of my shorts, because I know that just those two ultra-human communities are kind of, they overlap in a lot of respects, and so I know that a lot of Therians would probably also appreciate an otherkin, so yeah. But I respect Therians. I'm happy to have them here. I don't fear death for obvious reasons. May you just automatically walk in your full peace and comfort, every healing breath? Yes, most definitely. I really do hope for that for everyone. Are you a furry? No, I'm not, honestly. I respect furries, but I'm not one personally. Oh, it's newish social media. Ah, there we go. That's cool. I was wondering what it was. Neuro Wizard. I like that, Keith. That's a cool title there. Emily, what's your name? My name is Azriel. You can call me Alter or just Azriel. It is up to you, whichever one. Thank you, Celia. I appreciate it. If you guys live in a foreign country that's not Canada, where would you live? Ooh. Let's see. I would probably want to go somewhere that mainly speaks English, just because I wouldn't want to have to learn a whole new language, because I'd be scared that I'd be bad at it. I'd probably want to go to, like, you know, the UK or just somewhere like that. Somewhere where at least I know that they're going to speak English. It's not going to be like a totally foreign thing to me. I still think I'd have a hard time with it, though. Most definitely. Because like I mentioned, I've never been outside of the US. I've been on the west coast of the United States my whole life. I'm a west coaster through and through, so it'd be a culture shock for me, that's for sure. Oh, thank you, Green Official. Do you do art? I wish. I like to write and I like to read, Emily, but I'm really not, I'm just not, like, artistic in that respect. Like, I can't draw anything really good or sculpt or anything like that. From Oregon? Yeah! I'm subbing to you. Thank you, Pawstar. Calling what British people speak English is a stretch. Well, you know. Their accents definitely make it hard for me to understand sometimes, and they have like different terminology for some things. You know, like sometimes I'll hear a British person say something, and I'm just like, I don't know what you just said. Like what is it? They call a shopping cart a trolley. It's not a shopping cart, it's a trolley. And when you line up somewhere, you don't line up, or it's not a line, it's a, what is it, a queue or whatever. Like, yeah, it'd be interesting to have to try to keep that stuff in mind all the time. I live in New Zealand. See, now why did I not think of that? New Zealand is probably a much better place than the UK. No offense to the UKers out there, but New Zealand is like, I don't know, heaven on... I mean, obscenely wealthy people move there for a reason. Let's just put it that way. Like, you know. You live in America? So do I, Henry. Yeah, very true. British people did create English, so I guess technically they're like the most English of the English speakers, right? My neighbor's dog's so annoying. I get that though. You know, sometimes it happens. Some dogs are really verbal. My dog's not. She's standing right next to me right now, and none of you can even tell because she's so quiet. Do you live on the West Coast? The East? I live on the West Coast. Kakar? No, I do not. And if you do, you need to leave. Thank you. I feel like Vermont and Oregon are sister states on opposite coasts. That's honestly true because they're both known for their greenery. They're both known for being places full of what is it, like evergreens, you know? They look kind of similar. Like, I feel like you could take a picture of a Vermont forest and a picture of an Oregon forest, and you probably have a hard time telling the difference if someone, like, just showed you both and just was like, which is which. You probably wouldn't really be able to tell. Unless you were, like, what is it, like is it a botanist? If you were, like, someone who studied plants, you could probably tell. But that would be about it. What state do you live in? I live in Oregon. But I used to live in California, so yeah. Kind of right on that, but kind of not, I guess. My grandma lives in Oregon, the sun never comes out. Yeah, it really doesn't, honestly. I mean, I have pretty bad sun sensitivity issues, so I don't really mind. But it's kind of, you know. You must love Trump then, Kakar? I don't. But you need to leave. Sorry. If you say anything else like that in here, I'm probably just going to ban you. Are those acrylic nails? Yes, they are. I've done Gel X like one other time previously. I like them being a little bit thick, especially when you have nails that are this long. They need to be a certain thickness. Like, I don't know if you can kind of tell, it's like curved over. It's not flat like a natural nail would be. Like, there's a little bit of a curve, and that's intentional. It has to be that way. Otherwise my nail would break and my finger would be bleeding and it would not be fun. Let's just leave it that way. With Gel X, it's a lot harder to get it thick like that. Gel X is very thin. I know all the people who don't do nails are probably like, what is this person talking about? So I'll move on to something else. Sorry. Your nails look like your hair. Thank you. Yeah, they're kind of yellow like my faded bangs that I need to redo. Can you show your dog? Yeah, I can. She's chilling here. Actually, you get a twofer. There's her friend. And there she is. She's a big pup, and he's a little dude. How old are you? I'm 26. Oh, bye, Sodium. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Is America as sweet as said? America's definitely not sweet. I would say, if anything, Americans are very rude, selfish people. I don't know, I feel like, maybe it's just a thing, but I feel like I oftentimes hear about other countries being a lot more, like, respectful than Americans. Like, I wouldn't say that Americans are sweet, I'd say we're bitter, is what I would say. If you have to give us a flavor, we're bitter. Oh, hi, Mindy, I'm from Oregon. What is the best hustle that you recommend? I'm not a hustler. I hate to break it to you, but I would probably not go with me for that, honestly. I don't really know. Yeah, Americans are very bitter. We can just be really, like, rude. I feel like Americans can be really rude and self-centered a lot of times. What do Americans have to be bitter about? We just hate each other, to be honest with you. I feel like Americans don't like each other, like, at all. Not one bit. Americans don't like each other. We don't like talking to each other. We don't like interacting with each other. Americans are very selfish. Had one American at the beach the other day. Everyone heard him. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of a common thing, though, for other countries? Some of them are naturally a little bit more loud and boisterous, you know? I don't really know if that specifically is just a U.S. only thing. I think the only thing Americans are better about is politics. And the county which state they live in football. That's funny. How'd you feel if you're on live and you see people calling someone a slave? That's crazy. I would be pretty annoyed, honestly. Definitely, because that's not cool. We don't know who we truly are and what we're truly capable of. I guess that's kind of true for most people, huh? How are Americans selfish? Oh boy. Oh, thank you, Noel. Americans are selfish because we don't think about those around us. We don't really consider how our actions are going to affect other beings around us. Like, for example, you know, we have 4th of July here, right? Where everyone has fireworks to celebrate the 4th of July. It's a very, very common thing here if you go to a big city in the US. The 4th of July is like an all summer long thing. You won't just hear fireworks on the 4th of July. You will hear fireworks throughout literally all of July, all of August, some of September, despite the fact that there are people with PTSD, veterans who hear that and genuinely want to go into panic mode. There are animals who get disoriented and lost from their homes when they hear that. This has been, you know, very talked about in a lot of PSAs. I feel like pretty much everyone understands it at this point, but Americans don't care. Plenty of Americans don't care because they don't have PTSD and they don't have an animal that's scared of it, so they don't care. Like, that's just one example. Another thing we do, I don't know, it's just everything. It's the way we talk, the way we interact with each other, the way we drive. Americans drive horribly. If you ever are, like, unfortunate enough to have to drive on an American road, I feel bad for you. I mean, I get that other places aren't perfect. How do Americans treat foreigners? I feel like that really depends on where you are in America. Like, some places are very, very used to having foreigners, and they won't even bat an eyelash to you. Like the Bay Area of California, for example. You know, if you're in San Francisco or something, no one's going to care that you're a foreigner. Like, no one's going to bat an eyelash. It's a typical thing. But, you know, say you go out somewhere in, like, I don't know, Montana or something, you're probably going to get a different reaction. So it's just kind of, it highly depends on where you go. Everyone is in a hurry to get nowhere fast. Yes, Shauna, you summed it up very well. Kamala or Trump? Neither, because they're both horrible. That's like asking me if I want to eat a dirt sandwich or a mud sandwich. I don't want either. Thank you. Please keep them both. Do cars get stolen in broad daylight in LA? I'm not a local LA. Like, I'm not a person in LA, so I couldn't really tell you. Like I said, like, I'm from California, but I'm from the Bay Area. I'm not from Southern. California is a very big state. It's like, it would literally, I mean, I lived an 8-hour drive from LA. 8 hours. Like, literally where I lived in California, if you were to get in a car and drive to LA, it was an 8-hour drive. So I'm not really a good person to be asking anything about LA. In Canada, how do Canadians treat? I'm not sure on that one. I've never been to Canada before. Have you ever been to Sac? I lived in Sacramento. And you know what? Nah, it's Sacramento. There's a reason why Sacramento's nickname is Sacramento. It sucks. It's a hot wasteland. The people, some of the worst drivers you'll ever meet are in Sacramento. I legitimately got an Uber that I was like about to start praying in the back seat because I thought this lady was going to kill me. And also, it's just so hot there, like, oh yeah, also the constant fires, like, the air quality in Sacramento is atrociously horrible. Like, at the very least, if you're on the coast of California, that wind, that breeze that you get, it blows that nasty air quality away. Sacramento, it's awful. Okay, Mindy, I'm gonna ban you because you've been trying to cause drama in the chat the whole time. I hope you have the day that you deserve. Bye. America is the land of the free? I disagree with that one. Honestly. I think my favorite comedian, Bill Hicks, summed that up pretty well. If you think America is the land of the free, try going anywhere without money and see how far you get. And then come back and tell me how free you are. You're not free. You're only free if you're rich. Hate to break it to you. Are those acrylic? I like the nickname you gave for them. Yeah, they are. Well, thank you, Solo Keto. How are you doing today? Honestly, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, honestly. It's been a long day, but it's gone by fast, which is nice. That's for sure. How are you doing, Bobby? How are all of you doing, honestly? What other countries more free than America? Well, I don't really want to answer that because I would have to research other countries and compare, like, you know, specific details about their government and about the leaders in their government. I'm not knowledgeable enough off the top of my head to answer that question. Hi, Pawstar. Oh, hey, Real OG. Hey. What do you mean by AlterAzrial? It's a play on words. It's because I'm an alter human. It's just I'm taking the word alter and Azrael is my name, so yeah. Oh, thank you, Leo. I appreciate it. Hey, Jeff. I don't know what that means, but okay, come fast. Thank you, I guess. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I'm gonna choose to take it as one, I suppose. Non-Western Europe is more free for sure. Well, yeah, right? Like, wait, what would non-Western Europe be? Is that like Russia? Is that... See, I'm not very good with my geography. I need to get better at that. Honestly, I've, like, looked at a map of the world and done all that and tried to memorize where all the countries are so many times, but I can never remember where all of them are, honestly. Yeah, that's okay, Leo. You can be a Therian and a Satanist. There's nothing wrong with that. I think so long as we respect other people's opinions and the things that people believe and try to make sure that we're all being respectful, I don't think there's anything wrong with having different beliefs. All between Russia and Western... Ah, okay. Cool, cool. What's this stream about? Honestly, nothing really. It's about to wrap up, so I usually do these for about 30 minutes, and it's at the 41-minute mark, so I probably will be gone in a few minutes here. You're a cow, Therian? Very funny. I'm starting to think that you are a troll. So I'm going to probably ban you if I keep that suspicion up. That's your warning. Americans are the coolest? I don't really agree with that. I definitely feel like there's cooler ones than us. Oh no, Pawstar, I wasn't talking about you. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm talking about come fast, them. Yes, you need to calm down. Hi, Lily. You live in Ireland? That's cool. That must be a really, really pretty place to live. I've always wished that I lived in some place like that. I feel like Ireland would be really cool. Would you rather only be able to drink wine or beer? Wine. I like wine more. I like getting wine drunk. That's for sure. Does America deserve to be a dream place? I don't really think it is a dream place, like, honestly, and I don't think it, well, I guess maybe for people who live in other countries, maybe it's a dream place, but it definitely shouldn't be. It most definitely shouldn't be. I know! Geld, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how am I supposed to not think you're a troll when your name is Come Fast? Come on. Be real with me. Like, can we be real for a second here? Like, it seems like you're a troll. I'm just saying. I love your hair so much. Thank you, Lily. Thoughts on Scientology? I mean, it's a cult, right? Like, I pretty much know that about it, that it's a cult. I don't really know too much about Scientology. I've heard, obviously, I know all the basic things, that, like, Tom Cruise is in it, right? I've heard that they, like, will try to, they always say, be yourself. You're funny. You're funny, so that's why I'm not banning you right now. You made me laugh, so you're lucky. Your hair is so cool. I had blue hair once. That's awesome, Bobby. Honestly, blue hair is really cool. I love... And, you know, honestly, Lunga, for most Africans wanting to come here, I guess I can't really blame them, because they probably, you know, see that, like, at the very least, our infrastructure is probably a little bit more advanced than theirs. I mean, that's thanks to America, honestly, for screwing Africa over. Like, I love first world countries. I'm being sarcastic. I don't. Oh, bye, Lily. Thank you for stopping by. Honestly, I haven't, but I definitely need to. I'm sorry that I need to, like, you can feel free to comment on, like, my next short and remind me, because I'm so bad at forgetting that kind of stuff sometimes. If you don't mind, what are your pronouns? Oh, no, I totally don't mind. My pronouns are she, her. How did America screw Africa over? America has screwed pretty much every single third world country in existence over by using them for cheap slave labor, by allowing our companies to export labor over there for pennies on the dollar compared to what it would be here. Like, I mean, how do we not... Oh yeah, also slave trade? What do you mean, how has America screwed Africa over? Are you serious? You just, like, forget that the slave trade was a thing? Hello? I don't know. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. Curious if you're a writer? Yes, I am. I am not, like, a published author. I want to be one day. But, yeah. Your pronouns are reality, no bullshit. You know the crack. MJQ, I support trans people, and I support people who don't have traditional pronouns, so if you don't like that, you can leave. I'm gonna leave, but I'll miss you, Queen. Well, no, you're good, Leo. And I usually go live Monday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'm sure you'll probably see me on here again at some point. If people hate America so much, why do they still live here? Not trying to be rude, just a genuine question. Logan, I'm gonna assume that you're a wealthy person, because moving out of the United States of America costs money. It costs a lot of money. You have to be able to pack your stuff. You have to be able to pay for a plane ticket, or if you're not flying, then you still need a vehicle to drive yourself. It's not, and especially when a lot of beings have kids, like a lot of beings are already living paycheck to paycheck. I forget how much of America, it's like a overwhelming majority of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. So to expect us to just be able to, you know, snap our fingers and up and move because we don't like it. And also, where are we supposed to go? I was born in the United States. Where else am I supposed to go? Not many other countries are going to want me, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just very myopic to say, like, oh, if you don't like it, you can leave. Like, and also to the contrary, if you don't like my opinions, then you can leave. I don't know. Like, if you want to play that game, I can also play that game. I just don't understand that whole argument of if you like it, you can leave, or if you don't like it, you can leave. Like, nah. Actually, yes, it does cost a lot of money to move, Logan. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you think it doesn't cost a lot of money to move, then you're out of touch and you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't believe you when you say you're a single father of two who works hard for every dollar. What, do you make $100 an hour or something, and you're saying that you're, like, just a normal poor person? Give me a break. Your freckles drive me nuts? Thank you, I guess? I don't know. You're like an angrier Eugenia Cooney? Thanks for that, I guess? I don't know, I eat a fuck lot more than Eugenia, though. She don't eat. I eat a lot of food. I probably eat more than you, actually. I was born in the UK and I lived in Thailand, Indonesia, New Zealand, Australia. I know we're not trees, but oftentimes that kind of stuff costs money, and I'm willing to bet you were there on what? Like a work visa? Like you probably had a job that allowed you to be there. There's like specific circumstances that allow people to move places. You can't just snap your fingers and up and move because you feel like it. That's not how it works. Oh, nice for you, Logan. So it is actually feasible for you to move out. But keep in mind, not everyone makes $30 an hour. So, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Real OG. Do you want to play Fortnite? Honestly, I've never played Fortnite before, but I hope you have fun playing it. Gotta go, girl. Oh, bye, Noelle. Thank you for stopping by. What color is that? Is it? It's like a neon pink. Well, it's kind of meant to be neon. It's kind of a little bit faded. Yeah, it takes time and planning, but as a responsible adult, you can make it happen. Okay, well, there's plenty of situations where I can think of where that's not the case. So, I don't know. I'm not going to keep arguing with you about it. So you can go elsewhere if you don't like it. That's all I really have to say. It's not realistic for a lot of people to just up and move. It, again, takes time, and sometimes, even with time, other financial things end up coming up and people can't just up and move. So I don't know. Ever played Hit Game Ultra? No, I haven't. Honestly, I really don't play that many games. Like, so yeah, I really wouldn't know. Yeah, I literally said that in reference to someone else saying, oh, if you don't like it, you can leave. I literally said I can play the same game as you. On that same coin, if you say that if someone doesn't like it, they can leave, then at the same token, if you don't like it, then you can also leave. There you go. I don't know. Like, you're acting like you're the only one who can say that. Nah, sorry, that's not how that works. Those freckles are huge. Thank you. Hey, Leo. You're cute. Thank you. I don't know who Allie Ingram is, but okay. Let's see. Bye, Star. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel like usually I don't have energy or the time. So I usually don't, you know, play games all that much. And that's pretty much the only reason is because I just don't have all the time for it. And again, well, when I do have time, I usually just get lazy. Can you say, is it Rahana? I assume that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I didn't say America has high prices. I never said that, Will. Maybe you should stop imagining things and putting them in my mouth. That might be productive to the conversation you're trying to have. Just a word of advice. Something like that. If I said it wrong, you can feel free to correct me. I really don't mind. New Zealand have high prices? Yeah, I've heard that, like, islands in general can have high prices, right? Because you have to, like, export everything over. Like, Hawaii, I've heard, is a similar thing. Well, it also probably with Hawaii is also because a lot of tourists like to go there, too. I'm sure that kind of hikes prices up, too. No, it's okay. Okay, well, good. I'm happy that I did an okay enough job. What brand of pink hair? It's Good Dye Young. It's X-Girl by Good Dye Young. It's actually Hayley Williams' brand of hair dye. Hi, Sigma. Thank you for saying hi. But yeah, Ion's pretty cool. I think Ion might actually be this yellow. This yellow's from Ion, actually. Wise one once said about America, it's the land of opportunity for those with the wealth. Yes, precisely. Sorry for asking, how old are you? I'm 26. And yes, I do have a boyfriend. Hi, Cuphead. That's an interesting name. Yeah, Will, I'm not going to keep having this argument with you, buddy. I feel like we've definitely talked about it enough. The chat's kind of moving on to other stuff. I'm not going to keep conversing with you about it. People have children. People have whole families that live here. People have medical conditions. People have other things going on in their lives. And it's unreasonable to expect someone just to uproot their life and move because they don't like something about the country that they live in. Literally no country is perfect, and you're not going to like every single thing about a country that you live in. That's just not... Perfection doesn't exist. Sorry. I'm 39 and think you're very wise. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know, Geld. Seriously. It's interesting. Are you 40? Yep. Actually, Gorilla Guy, I'm 50. I know, I look good for 50, don't I? No, actually, you know what I'm going to start doing is saying the year I was born. I was born in 1999. So now you get to do the math, and you can figure out how old I am. I was born in 99. There you go. You still look like Felix from Stray Kids. Are you trolling me with that? Because I really don't. I looked up Felix from Stray Kids. I swear. At least I think I did. No, it was a different one. It was a different one, actually. Felix from Stray Kids, I think you're right about that one. There is this other person, I think they're part of like a K-pop group. But I got like 5 different people telling me I looked like this person from a K-pop group. And then I looked up this person and I looked nothing like this person. I was like, is this like a meme? Like, or am I being trolled? And is that on your neck? It's a collar. It's a necklace. Dude, I wish I could do a backflip. I'm not that good at that kind of stuff. I can't do backflips. I took gymnastics class when I was 4, and I learned how to somersault, but I can't do a backflip. What's your second name? You mean, what do you, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused by that. My name on here is AlterAzrial, and you can call me Azriel, or you can call me Alter. It's up to you which one. Are you a Scientologist? No, thankfully not. Definitely not. I've heard Scientologists are kind of nuts, you know? Yeah, no, that's completely fine. That's completely fine, Will. It's just, you know, I feel like usually whenever I share my opinions on here, I have people getting, like, very, like, uppity about it, for lack of a better word, or, like, angry with me about it, and it's just, I don't know. I've known too many people who would probably love to leave this country if they could, but again, when you live paycheck to paycheck, it's not very easy to save up money. Like, I don't know. Oh, thank you, MJQ. You're beautiful, queen. Thank you, Leo. You're sweet. Would you ever be a furry? I feel like it would be fun to, like, dress up and go to, like, a fur con. I feel like it would definitely be fun. Does America have high employment rates? I don't really know. I feel like that is something that kind of varies, like, all the time. Like, I feel like I'm always hearing about our employment rates either going up or down. So, like, to be completely honest with you, I couldn't tell you. Now, I can tell you my own experience as someone who was job searching a few months ago. I know that it was not easy. Like, even when I was applying to jobs that were in the field that I have experience in, I still wasn't getting any sort of responses, like, for a while. And I know that wasn't just me, because I've heard of other people saying the same thing, how, you know, just applying job after job after job, calling places, going in person and giving resumes. Sometimes it's not very easy, man. But that's why you want to go to America for the jobs? No, I definitely get that for sure. And in all honesty, like, there's most definitely worse places than America. Like, I hope that none of you thought that I was trying to say America's the worst place ever, because no. There's worse places than America. There most definitely is. You know? But at the same time, like, one of the reasons why I get so irritated with how horribly America's doing as a country is because I feel like we have so much potential. We could be the best country on earth. We could be, truly, but we're not, because of the choices that our government makes. It sucks. Like North Korea. Yeah, right, Anthony? Like North Korea. I feel like most people, you know, if you gave them a choice, you want to live in the US or North Korea? No one's saying North Korea. Like, come on. So there are some places where, when you compare it to the US, yes, the US is better. But that doesn't mean the US is, like, an amazing, perfect place to live. Oh, animal abuse needs to stop? Yes, most definitely animal abuse needs to stop. That's actually... I'm not going to college anymore, but one of the reasons that I initially went to college was because I wanted to be an animal rights lawyer. Well, technically, I would be an environmental lawyer because animal law is a subsect of environmental law, at least in the U.S. Keep in mind, I'm in the U.S. I don't know about other places, but when it comes to United States law, animal law is, like, it's under the umbrella of environmental law. Kind of a side point, but yes, I think that animal abuse is usually not cracked down on strongly enough. I think that people should be jailed for abusing pets the same way that they should be jailed for abusing a child. Because either way, that is a living organism that feels emotions and feels pain. And if you're harming that thing, that animal, that living organism, whether it's a child or an animal, you should be punished for that. Like, I don't know. It makes me so sad to hear about people, you know, just abusing their animals, like starving them, neglecting them, not getting them proper medical care. And it's not because they can't afford it, but because they just don't care, you know? It's really sad. And oftentimes what will happen is that person will just get that animal confiscated. It's like, why are they not in jail? That person should be in jail. If you, like, are starving your dog, or you're kicking it, or you're, like, you know, like, not to mention, typically that's how human abuse starts, right? Like, with serial killers, at least I've heard, like, serial killers, before they start killing, people, they start killing animals. So we should really take animal abuse much more seriously in this country than we do. Thank you, Jester Runner. I appreciate it. Then you'll love the UK. It's the personification of all that you desire and everything I'm not up for, almost. What does that mean? The funny part is I'm more interested in your almost. Why'd you put almost at the end? What's the almost? You know, animal abuse laws in like the 80s? No, I'm really not. I'm sorry, I'm not. I've known people personally who have abused animals and who have gotten away with it. And trying to report them to places is like pulling teeth. These places, a lot of these, like, places that you're supposed to report animal abuse to, they don't actually care enough to fully do anything about it unless that animal is on death's door. So that's not the case. Oh, thank you, Pam. Hi, Tyree. Appreciate it. Thank you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like animals? Well, I assume 10's the most, so definitely 10. I love animals. They're awesome. If you could be the president, would you? Nah. I would not be a good president. I'm too vulgar to be the president. I feel like the president needs to be someone, you know, who can represent the country in a professional manner. And that would be someone who doesn't have the urge to drop an F-bomb every other sentence. And that's me. So not me. Well, here in Massachusetts, you go to jail for like 10 years. People in jail for animal abuse. I'm sure they're in jail for animal abuse, but my question would be, how far did that animal abuse have to go? How painfully apparent did it have to become before something was done about it, is my question. That's all I would say to that. Kelly, very pretty. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tyree. Oh, wow, it's an hour. I usually do these for 30 minutes, and we've been going for an hour, so I'm probably gonna head on out. This has been an interesting stream. Definitely a little bit more contentious than normal. I argued with some of you, which was fun. I feel like I usually don't do that. That usually doesn't happen as much. But hey, you know what? We did it. We did it. It's not bad to have differing opinions. I just don't appreciate whenever you can tell that someone's taking it personally and they start to like insult you over it. So long as none of you take it personally, I never have a problem with arguing about different, you know, opinions on stuff. Oh, hi, that girl. Oh, sorry, Pam. I am though. I'm probably gonna head out. But thank you everyone who came in and said hi and decided to hang out. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ava. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Just kind of checking to see. Ellie, I'm probably going to mod you because you've been chill this whole stream. So I'm going to mod you, at least for as far as I've seen you. You've been really nice. Let's see. Oh, thank you, that girl, Jacinta. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Okay, and Pam, I feel like I've definitely seen you in here a bit, so I'm probably gonna mod you as well. And again, you don't have to feel pressured to do anything as moderator, but if you happen to see someone being inappropriate, saying something gross that just shouldn't be in here, you know, like anything really, really vulgar or sexual, feel free to delete it. Yeah. Thank you, Ava. I appreciate it. Hi, Addison. Okay, well, I'm going to head out. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will be on next Monday, so hopefully I'll see some of you then.